you will need a fire steel, some birch bark, and a knife, like this one. Step 1. So what you want to do is clear the ground right back to the bare earth and make sure the area you clear is much bigger than the fire you're going to make. Step 2. Next, you want to collect your wood. Now you're looking for dead standing wood. Wood that's dead and that's high and dry. That's the best thing you can find. Alright, so this is plenty. So basically what you want to do now is just organise this into 3 piles. So I've just gone through and collected just the thinnest little twigs, and this is going to be really important for starting my fire. It's really important that these are super dead, so they just snap. Yeah, I've got 2 other piles, one of finger thick twigs and basically another pile of the rest. Use 4 or 5 of your thickest logs to make a raft and place 2 slightly thinner sticks in an upside down V shape. Step 3. Okay, so we have everything we need here. We have our raft to keep the fire up off the ground. We have our upside down V thing, which I'll show you why that's useful in a sec. We have our first stage bundle, second stage bundle, and basically all the thick logs here. I've got my birch bark, my knife, and my fire steel. Basically, the principle is, light the birch bark. When that's alight, add the first stage bundle. When that's alight, add these sticks, and then when the fire's kind of mature and ready to go, we can just add everything else. So I'm going to take my knife and basically just scrape this birch bark, fuss up a good amount of shavings. Okay, that's plenty. So to light my birch bark, I use a fire steel. People use it in a lot of different ways, but what I like to do is just plant the end of it right at the base of my pile of shavings, and with a pretty confident strike just shower the shavings with sparks, and then hopefully you should get a flame. And once you have a flame, I'm just going to light the rest of this birch bark with it. Can be a bit tricky sometimes. It sometimes does put itself out. And then I'm just going to add this underneath my V and just get this bundle and just literally put it right on top like that. At this stage, if you feel like you're stifling the fire, you can just basically grab the 2 ends of the upside down V and lift it up, and what that does is just allows oxygen to flow in and just help the fire going. Basically, you just don't want to stifle it. And a massive tip that I can give is just don't fiddle with it, just let it do its thing, let it establish, and you should be fine. So once you have flames like this rising above the first stage bundle, you can just take a good pile of your second stage bundle and just kind of bung that on top as well. Don't worry about making it that neat or anything. And then yeah, you basically just leave that to go. Step 4. It's been a couple of hours now since we lit the fire, and though there aren't any flames, obviously the ashes are still really hot. So now it's important to clear the fire away, basically. I like to never really leave a trace, so even if someone walked straight past here, they wouldn't have any idea that there's a fire here recently at all. So the way you do that is, first of all, I just break up the sort of bigger embers if there are any left. And then I basically, normally I have water with me, so I'll just pour some water over and just make sure, test it with my hands and make sure that it's cold. Then I sort of scatter the ashes, make sure the ground's nice and cool, and then just basically recover it with the leaves that I cleared earlier.